Okay, back with another value brick video, and today, quite simply, just want to talk about how being a middleman will get you paid and get you paid for the rest of your life. Because if you're a middleman and you know some sales, if anything in general, the format of being a middleman will get you paid. And I want to talk about a pretty interesting story. When I went down to Mexico, and I don't know if you know, but they sell timeshares. And I don't know if you know what a timeshare is. It's basically like a plan so you can go on vacation on certain days or certain dates in the year. Sounds kind of stupid, right? For me personally, like if I had 100K, which is how much the timeshare cost, by the way, I would not be spending 100K on a timeshare, because if I have 100K and I want a vacation when I want a vacation, I don't want certain dates that I could go on and I can't go on. It's basically like almost like you pay a mortgage or some sort, or like a down payment for an apartment or for a house, and then you can go there certain dates, certain times out of the year that they give you, that you both negotiate on or whatever. So we walk in, right? As you know, right? You enter the airport, whatever, they give you the free offers. They're like, hey, come to my hotel or I'll give you this excursion for this price, blah, blah, blah. A lot of tourist places do that, so nothing special there. However, the actual sale techniques and how they come into play is what's interesting. And there's a lesson in all of it. That's why I wanted to do it, because one, it's free. You're not actually losing anything. What they're actually counting on is you're going to get that thing for free, and obviously you're going to have more trust in them because you got something for free. Because the whole strategy behind that is giving some value, meaning you give something for free, or it doesn't have to be for free, it could be $1, but if the perceived value is way more than $1 and you only get it for $1, you're like, oh damn, like I just got a crazy deal or whatever. And you know how old folks think, they're always down for that. And so we walk in, they give us the offer. They're like, whatever, you can have this excursion for like $50. I was like, $50 or $100, something like that. I was like, cool. Like, you know what? That's cheap. He's showing, it was 500, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool, let's do it. So we do it. At the end of it, we actually didn't even end up going to the excursion because I stayed up till like 5 a.m. and they were going to pick us up at 6 a.m. On a bus. So I just went to sleep at 5. I totally dumped that whole excursion. It wasn't time worthy to stay up for and then go to caves and dive, and I haven't even slept, so it's not really worth it in that sense. We do the whole thing. The guy sets up the thing, he texts us on WhatsApp, blah blah blah, classic follow-up methods, and then he invites you to the hotel. So you go to the hotel, he's like, everything's free, test it out. They give you the platinum rooms, the VIP bakery, the VIP cafeteria. You eat all the best food. They keep on putting out the message of how awesome the food is. Better than your hotel, right? However, our hotel was way better. Spent 15 grand in like 5 days, by the way, for that one. So there was no way it was better than the other place. The other place was cool too. And funny enough, we actually went there after because we extended the trip by 3 days. And our hotel had no more space and no more spots. So we ended up going there, but not for the deal, no discounts. We just went there because of it was closer to the airport. It made sense. So we go to the hotel. After we eat, they bring us in the room. In the room, huge meeting room, right? A ton of families, everyone's getting pitched, the whole sales technique. First, we get introduced to some random salesperson. They try pushing it, they give the offer. I mean, they don't really justify it. I'm young, and I think the reason they were pushing it so hard is because they thought I had money, which was cool, because I did, but definitely not 100K. Just laying there to spend on some 5 days in a year that I could go on this vacation thing, when again I could just spend 100K on crazy villas whenever I want in the year, right? So it makes no sense. And for old people, what they like to push is, oh, you want to spend more time with family now, right? You're getting older, you work so hard for your money, blah blah blah. Classic techniques works for all old people, and it's damn near actually a perfect business model, to be fair. I watched a video recently on it, how there's damn near no gaps in the actual business model of selling timeshare. And so they pitch us. It's 100K, okay? And then we're obviously like, no. But I'm also very, very curious about the whole entire process and how everything works. So I want to know how they're pitching it, how they're doing it, just out of curiosity's sake. I already knew I'm a no-go person. And that's, again, not because I didn't have the 100K. It's generally, even if I did, I just would not be buying this unless I'm dumb. And so that salesperson ends up leaving. We say no to the 100K. They bring in another sales manager. Now we're talking to a more higher up guy. He goes from 100K, now they're dropping us to like 80, 50K. Yeah, like we can make it happen, like blah, blah, blah. The guy's dressed a little bit nicer than the, first lady, blah, blah, blah. Then we say no. And then they continue moving down the ladder. And the person that continues down the ladder is like the closest person to the son of the owner of the whole entire timeshare. He's dressed nice, he got a cool watch, he has a suit on, blah, blah, blah. Now we're dropped to like 10 to 20K. After saying no to that, we continue on the ladder to the son of the whole timeshare thing. We unfortunately didn't end up talking to the actual owner of the whole timeshare thing. By the way, this thing is huge. It's a whole system. They have places in Europe, they have places in the Caribbean, they have places in Cuba, everywhere. It's a massive branch. And that guy's wearing a Mont Blanc watch. He's wearing, some Louis Vuitton pouch he pulls up in, he's doing all that. And now we're literally dropped to like $400 every week for like 50 years or something. And it's just crazy because of how much they push the whole entire thing just to cash collect, right? So this is just to collect. Anything is a deal if you call it a deal, you get cash up front. And the lesson in that story is they're all middlemen. From the very start of the airport, they are all middlemen. They're just different levels of middlemen. The first guy that does the excursion thing, then that connects the whole entire hotel thing. The hotel thing, a bunch of people, the actual guy that tours us around the whole hotel, and then the guys that actually do the selling, which is like 5 of them. Idea is, being a middleman is an amazing thing. You're just connecting 2 things together. You're the solution. It's basically what agencies are. It's basically what TripAdvisor, Expedia, Uber is. And I really hope you enjoy the story because as you can see, I'm just floating on water here. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this Value Brick video and I'll talk to you soon.